Uh, Lucit formed in April of 2019. Eric and I formed this company. We wanted to focus primarily on big ticket inventory. That's going to be ag and automotive and real estate. And really what we were going to do was market that inventory. We've been doing that for many years. And so we kind of figured we would stay in the online world. We didn't really think we were going to be venturing like this. And then it kind of took this turn. So this is where we're at.
So in early November of 2019, my wife and I were sitting in the drive-thru at Taco John's on 3rd Street. And when you're sitting in that drive-thru and you're waiting for your food, you can see a big billboard it's run by iDigital. It's a big billboard. And I was sitting there in the car and I was watching this billboard, flip through the ads. And this ad came up for Hot 97.5, the local radio station. And it said Hot 97.5, and then it said the name of the song that was playing. And I think it was a Billie Eilish song. So I told my wife, I said, Emily, turn the radio. I just want to see what's on the radio. And she turned it on, and sure enough, the song that was on this big giant billboard was playing on the radio. And I should have known this already, but it really all clicked in that minute that this billboard is a giant computer screen on a pole on the side of a road. And that's all that it is. And this giant computer screen is connected to the internet. So my gears sort of went a little bit more, and I thought, I can put cars on this board. So I think that night I called Gina, and I said, let's put cars on digital billboards. So we started talking about this, and we're like, well, what do we know about digital billboards? Nothing. So we really started, okay, so what do we do? Later in November, we called iDigital, there's 3 big companies in Bismarck, one of them is iDigital. We called iDigital Fargo, and we pitched the concept to them. We said, here's what we want to do. And they were really gung-ho for it. They got us in touch with the developers of the software that runs the player on that board. It's a company called Apparatics in Fort Collins, Colorado. We met with them, and we built out our very first sort of rudimentary integration to test this concept. Can we put cars on a digital billboard?
And then 8 weeks later, we had Bismarck Motor Company as our first test. They ran for a week. We wanted to just see, can this be done? And it worked great. And then the real work began, because then we thought, okay, well now we got to build an app, and we got to make this function, and we got to do all of these things and make it nice and tight. So that started after that in January of 2020.
So in 2020, the rest of 2020 was all about R&D, building, testing. We tested with a number of different billboards in North Dakota. We hired 2 employees, a local guy to do DevOps work for us, and we hired a React front-end developer for our app, and he's actually based in Kiev, Ukraine. And we started to build this app out. And I think it was, we had COVID, which was a big problem for the billboard industry. Billboard revenues in 2020 were down 30% worldwide in 2020. We built an app for the automotive industry, an industry that had no cars for sale because all the inventory was gone in 2020. So it was but actually, this all happened at the perfect time, because this gave us 2020 to learn about the out-of-home industry, learn about digital billboards, meet and talk to the players in this industry, and get our app working and get it really, really tight.